New Zealand rugby has arrived. Years of toil by hundreds of women who have gone before have led us here for the start, finally, of Super Rugby Aupiki. A new generation of players will carry the game forward tonight. Hiriruhi, the Dawn Maiden, heralds a new era here in Kirikiriroa, Hamilton. Kia ora koutou, welcome to this matchup between the Chiefs and New Zealand's newest sports franchise, Matatu. I'm Ricky Swanell, and a pleasure to have with me Honey Hirami Smiler.
Tēnā koe Ricky, kia ora mai tātou katoa. It is such a privilege to be here as we make history with this game. I can't wait to see these players run out for the first time for Super Rugby Aupiki.
Matatu, this is the South Islands team and will look heavily to its Canterbury connections. It's an all Black Ferns front row of Rule, Ponsonby and Love. Chelsea Bremner is joined by four-test Wallaroo Brumbies player Michaela Leonard at lock. Alana Bremner captains Matatu from blindside. She's joined by the energetic Lucy Jenkins and the athletic Marcel Parks in the loose. It's a big job for halfback Diahini and Te Rōrewa Gapper at number 10 to organise this backline. McGovern is a strong ball carrier in midfield along with the finesse of Duplessis. It's a really exciting back three as well, with the pace of Steinmetz combined with the power of Matieli on the wings, and Renee Holmes, a Waikato FPC player, shifting south. Lots of options on the bench. The experience of Steph Tiohari Fox, one-test Blackfern Calicitina Via also gives Blair Baxter some great options as well for this brand new team making their way.
13 players are set to make their Super Rugby debut for Chiefs Manawa today. A strong starting front row with Luca Connor that gets the nod at hooker after a standout performance last week. She will be looking to cement her position in this team and make inroads to the Black Ferns World Cup squad. Harona Terina is a powerful and versatile athlete as she can play anywhere in the forwards, but it's her defensive efforts that she prides herself in. Heading to the backs, it's Arihi Anamarino Tauhunu, a natural leader out of the county's Manukau Heat, returns from a long injury stint as she has handed the number 9 jersey for her excellent skill level and constant threat around the ruck. And it's Ruby Tui, the world-class sevens player, a real live fire. She was a standout last week and she makes her debut as a fierce competitor attitude. And the replacements, a mix of great experience and young talent, and it's Mia Anderson, who I know will come out here and give her best.
Right, let's go sideline for a check-in on conditions. Carl Tenana.
Yeah, kia ora koutou and kia ora tātou katoa, ngā mihi kia koutou I tēnei pō. Well, Hamilton has put on an absolute stunner tonight, Rick. There is a slight breeze, which will be back in the Manawa in the first 40. Just to note, there will be 25-person squads, rolling subs and 35-minute halves, just for player welfare in these COVID times. But finally, it's here, well overdue Super Rugby Aupiki, Tīmata, ready to go, ladies.
Kia ora iho, yes, we cannot wait. Finally here, it has been a long time coming. Still some challenges for these teams to have even got to this day as well. And we also too think of the Hurricanes and Blues. We cannot wait to see them out here eventually as well. Well, Matatu were beaten by the Chiefs in pre-season last week in a match that for long periods they were really well in. They looked to get it wide quite quickly. They do have a couple of players missing as well, Kendra Reynolds and Kendra Coxedge. Looking forward to having those two players back and well and joining the competition too. Matatu held with Alana Bremner at the front of the line, and the Chiefs will now join them. The teams will come out together on this momentous day for New Zealand rugby. Resilient, adaptable, these women have had to have been. It sums up what the game has been like for our wahine for many, many years. And now they get to play. And this woman here, Te Rōrewa Gapper, now a semi-professional rugby player. 3 kids at home too, who will look proudly on their mum. She's got a big job to run this back line, particularly with no Coxedge alongside her today. But she's a safe, solid pair of hands.
Matatū! Kita hai! Hei! Tara! Tago waka! Kita arunai! Kita arunai! Panukunu! Panekeneke! Panukunu! Panekeneke! Patamana marakura! Hei mana takatini! Kairunga te tuihu! Keiraro te tarama! Manui keitai! Pautini keiuta auraki ke te pohoe! Kotoku mana! Ko Matatu! Kotoku ihi! Ko Matatu! Ko au! Ko Matatu! Ko Matatu! Ko au! Pai tū! Pai hinga! Matatu!
Matatu haka speaks about the journey they will paddle, being guided by Aoraki as they stay connected and united through strength and power. They pay homage to their whenua and the legacy they will leave behind for the next generation.
Wahina tu, wahina maya, wahina Aupiki, koto manawa, koto ku manawa. Oh, araita, koto araita. Rite, koto rite. Oh, tana, ita tawa. Tawa. Oh, tana, ikotaya. Kotaya. Oh, araro, tamatsu, araro, tamarama.
He Piko He Tēnei Whā, composed by Ora and Leilani Kihi, speaks to the start of a new dawn, the Māori energy that rumbles the whenua, connecting to all the iwi that create the Chiefs Wahine Manawa team.
The culture flows through these two teams, Chiefs Manawa, Manawahine and Matatu, drawing their strength from Aoraki, combining the South Island to come together today. It is very much the start of a new era for women's rugby here. And a big day too for this woman, Maggie Koga'o, who will officiate the first Super Rugby Aupiki game. And has also just been selected to head to Europe to referee in the Six Nations as well. Supported by Larissa Collingwood, Estelle Whaipu, and the experienced Lee Jeffrey is our TMO. The new dawn is finally here. Super Rugby Aupiki ready to go at FMG Stadium Waikato. Matatu, New Zealand's newest sports franchise, and Chiefs Manawa.
Okay, sweet. All right, you guys good here?
In front of their friends and whānau. And it is Renee Holmes for Matatu to send us away down into the arms of Chiefs Manawa, who have first possession. This wonderful backline, and quickly they want to spread early, and they're going to get Woodman into space. Rather, Tui it is into space early, looking for the ball back in field. Cut out well by McGovern, who then gets smothered by Kennedy Simon. Ripping in over that ball, but the intent clear to see early on Honey.
Oh, you immediately see there the wanting to use the width. They wanting to get the ball into space and let the ball do the work. Chiefs Manawa, they've got a great skill set with the sevens experience coming through there. You can see them wanting to shift the ball early, KT.
Yeah, well, Alan Bunting, the coach for the Manawa, he said they're going to play wherever they want to play. Like you said, the intent was there really, but I'm really interested in the scrum. It's all Blackfern front row for this Matatu team, so I'm sure they're going to try and target this area of the Manawa.
Bind! Fight, Tanya. Sit!
By Heaney it is to feed the scrum. Oh, it's Chiefs to get a little bit of a way on, but Heaney able to clear for McGovern, who straight away goes to boot, looking for some open spaces, but she's gone straight into the arms of Hazel Tubic. An easy read for Tubic. We did see in pre-season Matatu happy to throw in a few kicks and just to vary things up a little bit as Elder carries forward for the Chiefs. Brazier, here's Georgia Dales into the middle and getting Portia Woodman free. Woodman scored down this side in Taupo in pre-season. This time she stopped on halfway. Good tackle made on her by Duplessis. Tubic up in the line, trying to create some space, but it's fallen for McGovern. McGovern's hard to stop. She slips out of the tackle of Simon and the tackle of Tui. Simon eventually gets it back and McGovern spills it forward. But gee, it opened up for Liv McGovern. She's so hard to put down, tall and strong player.
Oh, she's a very experienced player, Liv McGovern. She's always in the right position at the right time, and she happened to be in the great position just then. She's quite good at setting up play, and had she gotten that ball into space, then she would have really finished that off well.
Well, it was great defence. You can see there, just coming up quick and putting the pressure on Tubic, and there's the
let's go.
skill there by McGovern. But that's the choice of the Manawa going to run from their own quarter. If they make a mistake, this might be the result.
Crouch! Bind! Yeah, go and blind. Sit!
Tori
I'm blind!
Backing down on the side of the scrum. They've got a bit of a lock shortage at the moment. Do the Chiefs, no China Hohepa or Kelsey Wills. So having to restructure that scrum a little bit, and again looking to go wide and get an early ball to Woodman, trying to get her in space. Duplessis takes her on, but Matieli comes back at her well. Chops down Woodman just outside the 22. Flat for Edmonds again. Gee, she's tough and hard. Experienced player. Brazier up into the line, beats Bremner with the good footwork. Again caught, and still the Chiefs want to run this out from deep. Now the forwards line up. Tiaringa, and they want the penalty. Marino Tohino called for it and got it.
You're okay. 8's got to get out.
It's good opening defensive efforts from Matatu. They're really smothering the Chiefs Manawa attack, getting up in their face early, giving them no space to move, because we know what they can do when they've got space and the ball in hand. Yeah,
what I like also, Hani, is their defence on the inside. They're getting out wide are the Chiefs Manawa, but they've got good inside help, so they go into the outside, forcing the outside runners such as Portia Woodman to come in into their strength, and unfortunately that occasion Marcel Parks just couldn't roll away.
Okay, take this.
First line out of the match. It's a big focus area for these top players this year. Luca Connor looks for the target and it just falls for Pia Tapsel, but it's messy.
Back.
And Matatu swarm in. Oh, there might have been a knock-on on the ground, but the Chiefs will be able to clear it through Brazier. And now Hohepa stands a kick to chase. That's gone down to Holmes, who read it well despite the bounce.
Look this side, I'm happy here.
And now a chance with ball in hand for Martha Matieli, and Renee Holmes is there with her, looks for some open space. She's got a good kicking game, Holmes, trying to get the bounce her way, but Woodman's back. Brazier and Woodman, said that once or twice over the years. Woodman's been well looked after so far. Good charge forward by Angel Mulu, Bay of Plenty prop. Brazier trying to step her way through one and then two, and now puts her foot down. Kelly Brazier looking for support. There's a lot of teal jerseys around it, and now runs back into the traffic where Elder is there. Edmonds, and the offload for Elder, pops a ball for Woodman, almost in a little bit of space. Good tackle made on her by Gapper. Into the hands of Holmes, who kept it in well. That sun is in the most difficult part of the ground. So the kick hacked forward by Heaney, and she might get her own bounce. Or pick love, but she's in a well offside position.
One blue. You're advancing before she's put you on.
Oh, Kelly Brazier making something out of nothing, really.
One.
Couple of tackles slipped off by Matatu.
Happy with this mark, Estelle?
You can see Matatu are wanting to play territory. It's a good break here from Kelly Brazier, often setting up players, but she has one of the most deceptive steps in the women's game. And when she finds that supporting player, they would have been away for all money.
Keep going.
This line out was a little messy. This time they go to the front, it's short, and they bring it in just.
Counter's good.
Tohinu, as Love comes through and has made a real mess of it. It's slow ball for the Chiefs. And now there for Brazier, and Dales looks to spin out a one, but it's well read by Gapper. So the Chiefs will set again. Kalonavale.
Release, Blue.
Love and Jenkins just cling on to the big tight head. And now another penalty. Marino Tohinu gets on with things quickly. She's got Connor with her. Loves ball in hand. Luca Connor caught just 3 metres short. The Chiefs are pressing. And it's Simon almost at the line, just caught.
Okay.
Half a metre short, and another
I just need to check
penalty.
Something. So you've got neck roll against pink?
Yeah, 7 pink.
Okay, so there's a neck roll against pink, so we can't play on, but you're not 10 at the original penalty. 9 blue.
Penalty goes against Les Elder on that occasion. They're playing this one though, so it's still there for the Chiefs.
I think she's made an effort, but she's not quite 10.
Marino Tohinu goes left. Kalonavale buries the head. Well read though by Matatu. They knew she was steamrolling towards them. Now it's Connor who lines up for the carry with support behind her. She's almost over the line. As close as you can get. The Chiefs shot inches away. Oh, Mulu looks like she wants to get it down. Made a second movement.
Come off, please. Thank you.
But did she get it down on the line?
You're on your side. You haven't got anything over there still? Okay, cool. Lee, I'm going to come to you. Listen, my on-field decision is knock on against pink because I've seen her lose control of the ball. Can you just double check that she hasn't grounded it before losing control? Yeah. Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, I think Lee Jeffries has got it right here. You can see if it's not a knock-on, then it absolutely looks like a second effort double movement from prop Angel Mulu.
Didn't look overly convincing on the ground, did it? Hand underneath her as well. Someone's put the desperate hand in under the line.
Well, I can't see the knock on there.
Yeah, I don't know if she's lost it, has she, KT?
Yeah, I don't think she has, and you're allowed to place it any which way, so I'm not 100% sure. Now you're allowed to place. So this might be our first try in the comp.
Yep, thanks, Lee.
It's whether there's hands and fingers underneath or that point of the ball, because she's got control of it.
Yep, I got you, Lee. Okay, so you've got a grounding by pink, so we'll award the try. Yeah, thanks, Lee.
Try given. Angel Mulu, hard-working, promising young prop from the Bay of Plenty, gets the first try in Super Rugby Aupiki. They pressed and pressed, and in the end, the front rower gets the reward.
Well, it's only 7 minutes into the opening, and it's a real forged try. You see all the front row come together for this. The first run comes off Kalunivali. Luca Connor takes it as close as she can to the line, but it's Angel Mulu who works so hard to get over the line and score the first ever Super Rugby Aupiki try.
Kelly Brazier. What a few kicking options in this Chiefs Manawa team. Kelly Brazier was in good kicking form in the pre-season match.
Yeah, I agree.
Topol last weekend kicked a couple from a similar angle that sent right in the face of Brazier, who goes off the post and away. So try goes unconverted, but it's the Chiefs with the early dominance and the first points.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're talking to each other, but let's just make sure.
conversion unsuccessful. Waikato Chiefs
I just spoke to them.
Manawa 5, Matatu 0.
Right again? Yeah.
Into the arms of Rono Ceremonies. Rugged forward, fringe of the Black Ferns a couple of years ago, looking to recapture that form as well. Here's Brazier again out the back for
Wait,
Tubic.
Pink 6, no!
The dual playmaking option.
Happy?
And down to Renee Holmes, who's usually pretty safe under the ball. A little bit of a fumble, but back she goes and looks to send it back to Tubic just outside her own 22. Hazel
Retreat,
Tubic
Pink,
looking to
retreat,
gain
keep
some
coming, don't go
meters.
forward.
Tracking back is Heaney.
She's taking that back in.
She's taking it back inside her 22 was the call, and
It's bounced in.
they'll send it back, will they? Oh, she'd taken that back in. It bounced in.
Two here now.
So the lineouts will be Chiefs.
It's great to see the tactical kicking
Step off, Blue.
competition
Step
happening
off,
between
Blue.
Renee Holmes and Hazel Tubic, both very experienced with their kicking game.
Connor
Backwards.
to the middle, it's disrupted, but falls for Kulunavali, who's able to get it away for a
Advantage.
halfback. Marino Tohinu,
Got the advantage.
who's
Pink,
ridden
no
into
tackle.
the ground by Chelsea Bremner. The
Hold this,
Chiefs
Mark.
pressing again up towards the 22 as Tiaringa
Stay here.
brought down
Still got
by
advantage.
Rule. Referee playing advantage as well. Back inside for Connor. And now Kulunavali, these Chiefs tight forwards are really going to work. Here's the try scorer, Mulu. Caught on the 22. Marino Tohinu again. Oh, little ball flick. Back for Connor, who'd read it well and took the angle. And she's caught 7 metres short. Great charge by the hooker. Just breaks down.
back.
They'll go back and play the penalty.
Yeah.
But gee, the Chiefs tight forwards absolutely going to work, and they love running with ball in hand.
Oh, hands down, full credit to them. There's been a lot of talk about the
Just on the
outside
collar,
backs
5 blue.
and the
On
5
the
held
collar.
that the Chiefs Manawa have, but it's the forwards that are really setting the platform for the Chiefs Manawa in these opening 11 minutes.
Yes, interesting too, honey. You see the Manawa, they'll use their backs to get out of trouble in the exits, and when they get close to the attacking zone, they'll use their forward runners.
Speaking of, here's Kulunavali again. Chiefs opting to tap from the penalty. Marino Tohinu, Brazier, quick hands, Seringa for Edmonds. Keep working down the short side, Simon. And nice quick ball as well. Here's another good carry from Tiaringa. Matatu having to make a lot of tackles early on. Brazier now goes for Tubic, wide for Dales, up into the line. Got a little bit isolated. They
Extra
got it
roll
over
on
the
the ground.
ball. Alana Bremner,
Yeah,
it
13
was
rolled
the
twice.
captain for Matatu.
Holding on.
Really long advantage.
Yeah, it's probably right on the edge for me. We just came back. If they catch that pass, we probably go over. But I do agree. I'll look at it. Yeah, let's go blue.
Well, that's a massive turnover for the Matatu. They've been tackling, as you spoke about, Ricky, for a long time. You can see a lot of heavy breaths going on, and the skipper was the one that got it. She just asked the referee too about the long advantage. Just having to keep an eye on that, but this is massive, absolutely.
Yeah, Georgia Dales gets a little bit isolated there, but it's great turnover, as you mentioned, KT.
Ponsonby effected the tackle, but that line-out's been disrupted, and now it's landed for Amy Rule, who goes charging up over the halfway line. Here come Matatu. Real chance to attack down the short side. Steinmetz, great footwork, and she's quick. They needed to put her
Stay here,
down.
advantage.
Bremner, that's Chelsea. The older of the
Still
two
playing
sisters.
advantage for the high tackle.
And here's Alana, the captain. Heaney keeps ball in hand and is smothered by her opposite, Marino Tohinu. They were playing under
High
advantage.
tackle.
A good chance here for Matatu
High
just
tackle,
to try and get a bit of territory, bit of possession.
I didn't get a number,
Themselves
sorry,
into
it's on
this
the
game
winger.
13 minutes in.
Just on the, over the shoulder. Just up there.
And how good was that run from Amy Rule? I know it didn't go to plan, the initial line out, but geez, number 3 smoking it down the sideline.
Yeah. Inside, on the line. So we are inside, guys. Big step, big step. You take a bigger step. There, lovely. Stay there.
The Ponsonby's first throw. She's got a couple of good targets there, and it's down the back she goes to Chelsea Bremner, and that's nice quick ball. Here's Gapper, and McGovern will carry forward. Matatū, first real attacking threat. Ponsonby through the hands, Holmes into the line. Here's Duplessis, she's got Steinmetz with her. Duplessis goes herself, clattered in between two Chiefs defenders. Bremner just clings onto it between the legs. They're trying to squeeze it back there, and now they keep it tight, driving low and hard. Try is given. Matatu, and it'll be Pip Love who comes up with it. The props are scoring all the tries, but it was a wonderful breakout down the blind.
Well, Matatu have been starved of position, and it's again the forwards that step up and really take ownership of this game. With only minimal position, they were able to get some points on the board. And how good is it to see both opening tries for both teams coming in from the props? And you see they shift the ball here. Almost thought that she'd bomb this here without giving that drawn pass to Grace Steinmetz, but again the numbers come in. Pip gets in behind there, she has a look either side, and she can see the opening there, and she goes for the points.
Yeah, good sequence play. It was 2 up off the lineup from McGovern, and it was nice set ball, and then they come back to blind. It was good D, too, from, I think it was Ruby Tui, faking to go outside, come in and nearly stopped that whole movement, but you're right, Pip Love, great body position to get that ball over.
Liv McGovern has been a regular goal kicker in the Canterbury FPC team, and their success over the last few years. Looking to put Matatu ahead. Woodman absolutely charging at it. Still got a good go at it, McGovern, but just pushes it across the face. So a try apiece. The two loose head props. Pip Love matches the work of Angel Mulut, and it's 5-all. 15 minutes gone here at FMG Stadium Waikato. DPC made that good break. Hazel Tubic bangs this low and hard, and it evades Heaney, but McGovern, with a good boot on her. Only gone down as far as Hohepa standing back on her own halfway. Tubic with a massive ball wide. There was nobody there. Thankfully, Woodman scooped it up as Duplessis was coming in. Again, that intent from the Chiefs straight away to spread, to get the likes of Woodman and Tui involved. No, wouldn't yet. Here's Mulu. Parks trying to get in over that for Matatu, can't quite do so. Quick hands, Tui. Driven towards the side, you'll hear take her out, and that's exactly what they'll do. Got too close to the side with 3 Matatu defenders coming across, and Ruby Tui shuffled over the sideline.
It's interesting to see the setup of Chiefs Manawa there. They set their loosies out on the wide fringes, and they've got their tight 5 doing all the ball carrying through the middle. So when they shift it wide, they're there to clean up those outside rucks. But unfortunately, Ruby Tui's put over the sideline.
This is the mark. This is a good distance. You stay that far. Okay, if you come in off this mark again, I will free kick you. Do you understand? Thank you. Time's on.
Ponsonby to throw. And it's Bremner, Chelsea, who brings it down again. Nice ball from Matatu. Their line out working nicely. And that allows Parks to stand off that line out and carry forward.
Wait
Marcel
here, pink
Parks.
or blue. Sorry, wait here.
Blackfern
Wait. Don't advance. Wait!
A couple of years ago. McGovern finds open territory for Tui now. Oh, Matielli just picked the pocket of Hohepa. She was up on the line, sneaked around the back, and won it back for Matatu. Duplessis will clear away. Skip through one, tries to get through a second, not going through there.
No, pink, no hands.
Heaney. There's a loose ball for Holmes from a standing start. Not a lot she can do. Needs some support as Heaney's able to clear it away this time. For Marcel Parks once more.
There's no ruck.
McGovern
no ruck.
steps one, tries to get through another good tackle. Kennedy Simon is everywhere at number 8 for the Chiefs at the moment. Oh, Ponsonby, it was ugly. So Rule has to go tidy up, and all the good work almost undone as they come swarming in on Holmes. And Matatu have gone backwards 20 metres.
Use it.
Penny for Bremner, and Love the try scorer.
Move 5.
Just trying to get themselves reset, Matatu. Matiele. Can you get involved? We've got busy wingers, Matatu. Holmes back in field for Ponsonby. Good carry from the Black Ferns hooker. Parks again has been prominent, but this time peeled back in a good hit. And a knock on, but the referee didn't see it. It was about the best place you could have knocked the ball on. And now they will call it back because somebody spied it eventually.
Are you happy with...
Almost absolutely got away with one then, Daihini. Spotted.
Yep,
Larissa Collingwood on the far side.
Yep.
Oh man, it was a massive chop tackle from the skipper, Les Elder, that caused that whole situation. Absolutely brilliant.
Offside.
Was able to get a second player over the ball and just slow it down and cause a little bit of disruption at the back of their ruck. She's been good so far, the skip.
Time's just off, we're getting a ball.
Almost 20 minutes gone. It's the Chiefs who have dominated. Matatu have just slowly worked their way into the match to have it all square. Remember, 35-minute halves today.
Time's on.
Just taking into account the disrupted pre-season. Some players have been returning from illness or isolation. Squads have had to call on extra players.
Bind! Set!
Chiefs have got some options. Tubic is now scooting back over to the blind side. Woodman's come in closer and they'll get the free penalty from the scrum anyway. Woodman in at first receiver and makes 12 or so metres.
Blue 3.
Elder clears for Brazier. Now is there space for Tui, who just has to knock it down. Clatters into Duplessis. It's good defence from Matatu, but they were playing under advantage from the scrum.
3 blue, needed ground.
It's the first look at Chiefs Manawa set piece. You can see they're bringing in Portia early to take on the one-on-one defender and isolate the 10, and she makes some inroads there, and then they look to get it wide. But it's the smothering defence again, that line speed from Matatu really shutting down that play.
Yep. Time's off. Sub blue 10.
Looks like number 22, you can see they're just coming on from Matatu. Or about McKenzie, just replacing Rauoriwa Gappa.
Yeah. Just wait.
We do have rolling subs. Arabella McKenzie, one of the 2 Australian imports in the Matatu team. It's played for the Wallaroos. Plays for the Waratahs as well, so she joins Michaela Leonard out on the field. Michaela Leonard in jersey 4. An early change for Matatu. Good ball off the top this time. Tapsel it was, and that's nice and flat. Tearinga Dales it was with the pass. Hard to put down. Physical lock. Harono Tearinga. That pass not so good, but Brazier just lets it come to her, and then again that right foot step that's broken a few ankles over the years. Tubic up on the line looking for some space. She's got a bad one as well. There's the offload too, and the support from Edmonds. Chiefs starting to pile forward. Brazier looking to get it wide. Tui for the corner, dives in. Well, Tui scored the TMO on herself, but I reckon she's good.
Let's check touch. Yep, that sounds good. Lee, we're going to come to you. On-field decision is to try. We've got a clear grounding, and we'd just like you to check touch and goal. You happy with the defenders there? Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's pretty close to call that. I don't know if the feet land outside of the field at the same time she grounds it. Ruby is quite confident that she landed that.
Put your glasses on.
Ruby is quite
nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Down, feet up.
Feet are up.
Oh, it's a good effort from Duplessis coming across, but not quite.
Perfect, so no clear evidence the player's in touch. On-field try stance.
Ruby Tui's try is given in the corner. And the Chiefs again, when it looks like there's nothing on from broken play, is when they've punished Matatū. Ruby Tui gets her first try in Super Rugby Aupiki.
Well, come off the back of some great work from Te Iringa. And then the quick ball here, the number 10, the number 15, Kelly Brazier with the miss pass. She knows where his speed's out. On debut, Ruby Tui, how good.
Brazier didn't even have to look, did she? Ball was in hands and it was straight wide to Tui. Oh, that is a special from Kelly Brazier from the sideline. And now the Chiefs go 12 points to 5 up.
Yep, no, that's all.
Matatu really had to grind away on minimal possession. 12 minutes away from half-time. It goes straight through the breadbasket for Edmonds and not called as a knock-on.
Don't put her in there.
Connor has been prominent. Brazier. Oh, it was absolutely monstered by Duplessis and McGovern, but Brazier's there to scoop it up one way then the other and then goes into contact herself. Through the hands again this time, and that one will be called a knock-on, so just a bit disjointed from the Chiefs off the restart. It's a great attacking opportunity for Matatū.
Yep, so I just need you to make sure your feet are underneath you, okay? Then you're not pulling back from the contest.
Blair backs to the coach for Matatū. He'll be pretty happy with their kickback after that score. There he is there. Chiefs Manawa scored that nice try. Just the way they're able to get back into the game. Like, this is an opportunity, I think, to get Grace Steinmetz amongst the mix. We talk about Portia Woodman, but left winger for Matatū. She's also explosive, the young lady in jersey number 11.
Get some ball in that. Those hands of Steinmetz. Real pace.
Bind!
Alan Bunting, head coach of the Chiefs.
So I'm happy with where her
medal
feet
winning
are.
coach
The
of the
picture that you
Black
guys are giving me
Ferns
is
a
that
year
you're
ago.
leaning now. Okay, so that's the message I want to give to you. It looks to me like you were leaning. So we need to hold your weight. So we'll just pull her back here, okay?
Yes, Alan Bunting, assisted by Crystal Kawa,
Crouch!
Rodney Gibbs.
Bind! Sit!
Heaney. The new first 5 years, Mackenzie, first touch, McGovern. Good chop tackle made around the ankles on her by Elder. It's Jenkins who carries forward for Matatū, and here they come. Ponsonby, rather Bremner it was, who tried to go low. Here's Ponsonby now. And that's a good carry from her. Heaney for Amy Rule. Again, shot down, this time by Mulu. Front rowers have been well in the thick of this game. And they'll get a penalty, Matatū.
I got it, 4.
So we've seen attack, but in front of the post, 10 minutes out from half-time.
Lana?
Scrum.
Call.
Yeah, their scrum's been pretty good. When you think you've got the experience, it's a pretty solid platform, hard place to defend too, midfield.
You can see Matatū here wanting to keep it in tight. They're using their forwards. They're all latching and linking in numbers, almost using a piston system as they got closer and closer to that try line. Good decision, go to the scrum and go for the big points.
So Holmes is standing right in behind that scrum, the fullback. She's played a bit at first 5 as well. There she is, Renee Holmes. She's got Arabella McKenzie to her left. Couple of options right as well. They need a good base to start with. Chiefs put away and they can't get it out of their Matatū. Penalty coming their way. Good hands, McKenzie. Looks for McGovern instead. Goes herself to the line. Arabella McKenzie, 7 metres short. Heaney for Jenkins, who puts it down. They'll go back to play the penalty at the scrum.
Just here, Yeah, one, knee to ground. One pink, knee to ground.
That's the penalty. The
Make
exact
sure you're
same
onside,
as
guys.
what went against Matatu.
Scrum called.
Again, the loose head props knee to ground, and they'll go for the scrum again.
Yeah, they're going to have another go at it. They need to be patient here. They've got time on their hands, and they've definitely got the ability to
Yeah,
get
and then
points.
she came back up, but it's already gone down.
Bring the margin
From
closer
whatever.
for them.
You just watch that
I
shot.
wouldn't mind seeing them go right now. Renee Holmes is going to be the key. She picks which side. Just sneaking to the right-hand side now. I think if you get it clear, you go to Renee Holmes there, first receiver, just on the right-hand side right there.
Bind! Set!
It's a good stable base for Matatu to work from. Heaney goes to the left, or just had to check herself. There's Holmes into the line. McGovern's got Steinmetz with him. Pops a little ball for Steinmetz in the corner, and Matatu go in. A brilliant move work from the scrum, and Grace Steinmetz finishes it off.
You could almost feel it building. You could feel the energy really getting up there, and the confidence of the Matatu backs to pull that play off when they knew they had all the motivation and all the position in hand. You see it comes off the back of the scrum here. The wraparound play from Holmes and the great draw and pass from Liv McGovern there. Steinmetz around. Ruby Tui, they're having a great battle out on that wing.
I've been really impressed by Liv McGovern. She's carried hard and strong. She's kicked well, but there she's just showing the skill and timing of when to pass. That ball was on point. It was on time. Good try.
Gee, she just got that away, didn't she, McGovern? Beautifully judged.
I feel like we've got some buy-in now for...
And we'll get the chance to convert it too. She went across the face from a similar position.
Keep it up, guys.
Just to note too, Ricky, there is a slight breeze into the face of McGovern as well as she kicks this, so just has to negotiate a little bit to the left-hand upright.
McGovern starts it right, and it won't come round again, so the Chiefs will keep their noses in front. It's Grace Steinmetz, try it for Matatu.
Yeah,
That's
on that
the
one, the
Chiefs.
knees come down first before
12
we hit
points
anything.
to 10.
Just the ability to offload in contact was the secret there from McGovern. She's a strong young lady in this skill. Well, she doesn't get second invitation, does she?
Just get 8. Make sure we get our timing
They've worked
on
hard
that.
for it, haven't they, Matatu? And rightly pumped. The Chiefs have dominated territory, dominated possession. They only have a 2-point lead. We're 5 minutes away from halftime, 35-minute half. Here is McGovern again. Right in the thick of the action. Mackenzie under pressure. Just got caught in two minds a little, did McGovern. It comes off a Chief's hand, and Hohepa absolutely stitches Tubic up, but does really well, Tubic. And then in over that, Duplessis. Brazier, Martelli on Hohepa, lined her up, flew out of the line, but Hohepa, she's been hit once or twice in her career, stands her ground and gets the ball back for Connor.
Wait here, Pink, wait.
And now Tubic looks to settle and find some territory. And Holmes, often in position as she reads the game well at fullback. Mackenzie.
Wait, Pink, wait.
Now she spied some open spaces, has got this in behind Tui. Rolling and rolling, and Ruby Tui just keeps it in.
Take him back!
Tubic, that was taken back, so she pushes this one back in field, and the bounce is excellent for Hazel Tubic. And the offload for Edmonds. She's got Muller with her, she's got Simon with her as well. Simon in open space, Holmes chasing, trying to get away from her. Simon is in! What a piece of brilliance from Hazel Tubic, and then the gut-busting run from the Blackburns Player of the Year, Kennedy Simon.
Oh, talk about the perfect bounce of the ball for Hazel Tubic. We know that she has a great tactical kicking game, but who would have thought that she gets the perfect bounce here, and then just the ability to support play there. Edmonds, she finds herself in space. She gets in a bit of a foot race, but she knows She's got Kennedy Simon on her outside, and she's got speed to burn. She goes over for Chiefs Manawa.
Oh, the age-old adage, the kick's only good as a chase, and that's what Hazel Chubik created. And don't forget the second row, Victoria Edmonds drawing past, straightens up and just leaves a little bit of space for Kennedy Simon, who will go to the house. How good.
Well, if the first 31 minutes of Super Rugby Aupiki are anything to go by, we are here for it this season. End-to-end tries, cut and thrust, some brilliant goal kicking as well. Saw Brazier from wide just before. And this time again, just strokes it. Oh, I was just about to say beautifully off the upright. The try goes unconverted, but the Chiefs just restore that buffer again. 17-10 now, a couple of minutes away from the break.
Man, this young lady's impressive, isn't she? What I like about her too, she doesn't shy away from her core roles, but she has got an engine. Kennedy Simon, a number 8 to track all that way. It takes a lot, especially 32 minutes into the half.
Allowed ball kids. So there's a bit of average ball service here. Whenever you're ready.
It's kept in by Matieli, but she knocked it down in the process, so it'll be more Chiefs ball here for Woodman to clear. Marino Tohinu again. Good kicking options, actually in both teams.
Advantages over guys.
Mackenzie telling her to send it instead. She's going to try and get Steinmetz in, and that's exactly what she does. Here's Grace Steinmetz with a bit of open space, and the ball back in field for Ponsonby, who just throws it to the opposite. Tansel it was who hauled it in, as Matatū broke down that left. Good pace with Ponsonby to keep up with her winger too. And that'll allow Chubik to clear away for the Chiefs, but
offside.
Penalty offside against Matatū.
Timing. Timing, guys. Offside. Pillars.
You can see the work's been done in the off-season for these players, the conditioning of these players, the fitness levels, and you can see it in the support play when you've got props backing up fullbacks. I mean, that is where the standard is for this game, for this competition, for these women out here.
And I think now for Matatu here, honey, they won't want to leak any more points before the half. 17-10, I'd say they'll be pretty happy at the moment. So they'll try and compete at this ball, and she's been massive for this effort for this 34 minutes, McGovern, but I just want to hold on here.
Come in, Pink.
Oh, it's just fallen away for Tatsel, so Ponsonby tidies up for Matatū, and that allows Parks to roam. McGovern has got Duplessis. Holmes is in the line with her, but Duplessis goes himself. That's crept up high though, so they'll get a penalty at least here, Matatū. Heaney.
Hold the spot.
Roll charges forward, runs hard into the shoulder
Still got the
of Phil
advantage.
Navalet. Misunderstanding between Heaney and Matieli, but they'll go back for the high tackle. Again, line out.
High tackle.
There's a little bit of an issue last week for the Chiefs. No, there's no China Hohepa there today.
Coming up on last play, Alana. Obviously, you have time for the line. Yeah, you always get the line out, but last play, guys.
Big opportunity for Matatū right on half-time. Ponsonby needs to hit her mark first of all. She goes to her skipper in the middle. Yeah, it wasn't straight though. Down the line, so the first half will end on an error, but it has been a very, very good first half in the opening match, the first ever Super Rugby Aupiki game, and it is the Chiefs Manawa leading Matatū 17 points to 10. Small groups of fans, lots of family.
No, I was just saying to Hazel, I'll just get the Sky person to confirm.
To watch these games, and what a great first half it has been, and now opening first ever Super Rugby Aupiki match.
Sorted.
Steinmetz, one of the
Good here, guys. Oh, no, you're
try
way over there.
scorers
Other
as well.
Bremner, looking at the wrong one.
And straight down the field at herself on the big screen. Here we go, second half. It's the Chiefs to get us back underway through the boot of Hazel Tubic. Sends it into the night sky, and it's brought down by Marcel Parks, who runs hard into the shoulder of Edmonds.
Stay. No.
Heaney. For McGovern, who's excellent, and there's the ball for Rule running off the shoulder. Rule's got Ponsonby, needed it earlier. Just realised a fraction too late, Amy Rule, that Ponsonby was there, and it made the ball difficult to take, but the interplay from the front rowers.
Exactly that. It's the linking play that I'm liking here. Liv McGovern constantly a threat in that defence, on that attacking space, and she's always linking so well with the forwards and the support players.
Just 3 changes for the Chiefs ladies. On jersey 18, Asanto Taumata for her debut, replacing Kula Nihavale. Also, Tennille Fitzgerald was on in jersey 21 and 22. Ariana Baylor was also on.
Baylor on at halfback. They do Black Ferns debut and was a real spark on that very difficult Northern tour last year. So she's into the fray and gives it away for Brazen. Stands a little kick through for Dales. How's the bounce? Oh, it was well read again. Holmes attacked it and was able to come up with it for Matatū.
Not lifting.
Big hit for the Chiefs. So now it's Matatū's turn early in this half to just try and rumble it out a wee bit from inside their own half, but it's spilled forward with the carry from Parks, handing it back. And Les Elder, the skipper, goes to ground.
Leave it, no hands. You can play the counter, no hands.
Slow ball. Baylor's caught up in there, so Edmonds plays halfback. Mulu straight into Parks. Again, Baylor for Brazier. Even when she falls over, loses the footing, still got time. Kelly Brazier.
Hands on the ground.
Trying to put some good pressure on here, though, as Matatū, and they've blown over this. The Bremner sisters in tandem has got it there for Heaney. And all of a sudden, it's Matatū ball. Matielli will lay it back. They need a halfback, though. Heaney picks herself up, and away she goes, and here's Rule again.
Wait here,
Physical start to the second half. McKenzie looking for some space in behind. Woodman gets a good bounce to Tubic.
Come back, Pink.
Brings it away into the safety, a touch. Matatū will be happy with the net gain.
Yeah, you can see Chiefs Manawa there wanting to slow it down. They go to touch, but it's the physicality. Both teams have come out here really with intent to just smash each other. It's great to see.
Stay there, Pink, stay there.
Ponsonby to the front of the line out, and Leonard, and it's a great quick ball off the top. McKenzie for McGovern.
Got the advantage, Blue.
And now Heaney back to the right. Out the back for Holmes, up into the line. Gets Matielli just a little bit high. The ball was a wee bit awkward. Woodman, yeah, she had some space.
Get out. She's got to go
and that's
10.
why she's furious with the call.
Numbers in the line out. That extra player.
Pretty sure she was
10.
gone.
Oh, no question about it. Portia Woodman in space. She's gone all day, every day. I like the backdoor play there from Matatū, introducing something new to their set play. They're keeping the Chiefs Manawa defence stretched and under pressure.
Yeah, they're taking it right to the line too, honey. So as you know, defensively, you can't drift on that. You have to respect the ball player because they've got a couple. A lot of that play has been coming off the number 12, Liv McGovern. So they know how dangerous she has been. Here's the back ball you're talking about there. And there's the second one. Unfortunately, just doesn't go to hand. There was an indiscretion with the numbers at the liner. That's why I wasn't able to go. Portia's not happy.
That's why. That's the angriest I've ever seen Portia Woodman. That's why though, to get the scrum.
Fine.
It's given them a pretty good platform.
Set.
To work from in the first half. Let's see what they've got in the second. It's there at the back for Heaney to be able to clear again. It's McGovern at first receiver. McKenzie out the back with that ball just a little bit high. Steinmetz tidies up though. Runs into Hohepa and Brazier. Heaney. Nice quick ball for Chelsea Bremner. And again, Heaney, ball back on the inside for Matielli, who's looked to get involved in the second half. Hard to put down Martha Matielli. McKenzie. Again out the back for McGovern. Oh, spin from Ponsonby. Looking for the support runner. She's got the captain Brenda with her. Again, she's just tipped up, and a good tackle by Edmonds. And then over this is the Chiefs and Portia Woodman. And that's that real benefit, having a couple of sevens wingers on your outside, because they don't mind getting their hands on ball at ruck time.
Oh, it's great body position and it's great turnover for Portia Woodman, really helping her team to regain position as they're starting to struggle with managing the Matatu in terms of their defence, because they're throwing everything at them. They find space out wide here. It's a good set of heels again from Georgia Ponsonby, finding herself in really good position. Always a great support player.
Get out of the gap.
She started out as a loose forward, Georgia Ponsonby, Fielding High School, another one off that production line. And has moved up to the front row in the last couple of years, earned a test jersey and a Black Ferns contract as well. It's better ball for the Chiefs to work with off line out time. Dales. Brazier all year had to hold it up for Horheta because Duplessis had shot up out of the line. Penalty, Matatu, Lucy Jenkins.
First man, holding on.
Got herself locked in. There's Duplessis good wide, just cut out some of the options for Brazier that time.
Oh, Lucy Jenkins, I mean, she understands the laws around the collision area. She always gets herself into good position. She's got good vision, and she hunts for those turnovers.
It's been a good battle, hasn't it, honey? That number 7 battle, Lucy Jenkins and there's Zelda. I think they have a shot for goal here. Just slow it down and you can have a little bit more. They have the wind behind them as well. I really enjoyed this battle tonight with the open side flankers.
There's been some good matchups, hasn't there, KT, across the park. It's been good in the centres with Duplessis and Dales. The front rowers have been going tries for tries. ...40-odd metres out here, McGovern on the angle. That wind, any wind behind her this time, KT?
There is a little bit still here, but there's not much, so this is going to have to be timed pretty well by McGovern, but she's done pretty much everything right so far. But a smart move just to slow the play down, just to disrupt, stop the Chiefs Manawa momentum.
Of McGovern looking for the first points of the second half. Put the boot through, it's just going to come up short though. Not by much, it's there for Chubik, so she'll slam it back away downfield. Again, Holmes is in good position to field the kick and allows Matatu to spread. Mackenzie chips a little kick through, finds some grass, does she? No, out on the full, so back they'll go, just overcooked it ever so slightly. Wasn't a bad option from Mackenzie, just the execution.
What's not a bad option is coming off the bench for the Chiefs Manawa, Renee Wycliffe on in jersey 23, replacing Carla Hohepa. Welcome back, Renee.
42 tests, 2 Rugby World Cups. Good coming off the bench in the pre-season match in Taupō.
Good.
Renee Wycliffe, great to see her back out there too. Had some injuries.
Time's on.
Not so much strapping on the knee either. Down the back. Nice ball this time again. Matatu's line out better in the second half so far. That was forward from Brazier to Dales.
Forward out of the hands.
Well, Kelly will be disappointed with that. You heard Kustokawa at the half-time break wanting them to be more clinical around that set piece. Unfortunately, ball not quite going to hand. They've tidied up the line out quite well, winning both. But the ball just slipping forward there. Probably a bit of a timing issue.
It'll be easy to spot.
But Matatu, again, get the opportunity to attack.
Gee, Dales has been a good acquisition for the Chiefs, coming up from Wellington. Great off the bench again in that pre-season game, and now slotting in. No, Stacey Fluler in at centre. Options left and right here for Matatu though. Penny gets rid of it. It's a bit slow out the back for Holmes. Through the hands they go. McGovern, early ball for Steinmetz. Steinmetz and Tui one-on-one, and now just carrying forward, and the ball spilling forward as well.
Wait here, Pink.
And Chubik will look to see if she can catch Matatu out here. She gets good distance, and Duplessis fields it. Holmes Tries to get around the outside. A good support from Jenkins. Chiefs wanted that one to be forward. It wasn't.
12, back up.
Steinmetz just with nothing on puts a little kick forward, and that's dangerous because Simon
No, 22 in the way.
will always carry hard for the Chiefs. Baylor. Ball out the back for Brazier. Tui coming in and playing in close this time.
No hands.
Baylor again. Oh, Cubic just had a little of that. Oh, that is a rare, rare error from a player of that quality. Hazel Cubic thinking about what she wanted to do before she caught the ball.
Yeah, 2 unforced errors there coming in for the Chiefs. Again, we go back to the coaches. Won't be happy with the Chiefs. They really need to work on their patience here. They're trying to shift the ball wide. They may benefit a bit more from just setting some rucks, building some phases, building pressure.
Well, that's when they looked good in that first half, when their forwards rolled up the sleeve and created the platform, get that go forward, wasn't it, honey? But I think at the moment it's just down to the line speed of this Matatu defence. They're coming up in the line. There's not many holes. They're forcing Kelly Brazier back on the inside, and they're putting shots on. So it's just forcing the Manawa team just to speed up a little bit before they really want to.
Bind. Sit. Anything from you still? Losing her bind.
No, I didn't lose my band. She used it.
Okay. Yep. Okay, we reset. Let's keep these knees underneath us here, team, so we're not overextended both sides.
Got you, Matatu. Select evils, bro. Watching deep here, watching deep.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Early push.
And a free kick.
No, it's at the 8. It's at the 8.
Matatu.
It's at the 8. It's always at the 8.
We'll tap it in the right place for a
Early
starter.
push. Left side. Yep.
Heaney,
Scrum
really
called.
solid. Good member of that Canterbury squad as well. Of course, you know,
Just
Kendra
early push
Coxedge
on this side. Too much
for
movement.
Matatu today. Hopefully here on Tuesday to join her team. We've got another whole round of games. The Hurricanes and the Blues will finally get to join this competition as well. There it is, Hurricanes Power and Chiefs Manawa at 3 o'clock. Sky Sport 1, that's on Tuesday, double-header day.
Crouch.
And then that will be followed by the Blues and Matatu. All here live on Sky Sport 1 and on Prime as well. This is going to be a short, sharp comp. Enjoy it while it's here. Here's Holmes again looking for Steinmetz, but well tracked across. Good tackle from Baylor and pumped about it as well. I love the energy and enthusiasm that Baylor brings when she comes off the bench.
Oh, absolutely. It's so good to see Ariana Baylor out there. I mean, she really ups the tempo for the Chiefs. She's alert, she takes charge, she's got great ball service.
To the middle, Edmonds knocks it down, it's messy, and it might be Matatu who come through. Maybe Rule got quickest to it. And that allows them to attack here. Steinmetz coming off her wing, goes flying, and it taps all, pinballs off one, and still goes Grace Steinmetz to lay it back for Heaney again. Good evasive action from Love, and now stabbing a kick through for Matielli to chase. It was well read by Tubic. I don't know if Matielli was fully aware, but they forced the error with a good hit on the carrier. Woodman had to snatch at it, and Matatu, real chance to attack from here.
A lot of errors starting to come into both sides of the, both teams really starting to struggle. It's the pressure of the defense of both teams really wanting to get these points and win this first up Super Rugby Aupiki match.
Jeez, and I think that was Lucy Jenkins, the open side, putting some pressure on with that shot. Man, she's been all over the park. What a prime position to attack from. You've got Mataeli just putting her hand up, but the whole left-hand side of this field to try and work something. McGovern's been the go-to so far. She's a little bit behind, so look out for Duplessis to be the target.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Heaney. Beat the scrum. And she's able to go straight away for Mackenzie. In short, McGovern, they put on a move as Matielli comes in off her wing, taking in a good tackle by who else but Les Elder, and Jenkins just loses it. But the defensive pressure good from the Chiefs. And they're going to run it from deep. Whitcliffe puts the ball in for Tubic. Well, they were playing under the knock-on advantage. Luckily for the Chiefs, it was enterprising, perhaps a little dangerous.
You can see here the handling errors really
we've
starting to
got
creep
subs
in
as
for
well,
both teams, quite even.
off,
And the
subs.
turnovers conceded. Penalties
Pink
starting
4.
to creep in. But passes starting to be forced. Both teams probably just need their leaders to step in here
Any more
and
less?
ask for patience.
Yeah, Haranoti Eringa's come back on. She's replacing her second row
blue
partner,
1 and
Victoria
blue 9.
Edmonds. Remember, got rolling subs, so you can sub by
9.
that. And also
Sub.
for Matatu, number 17 has jumped on the field. Lucy Anderson
Yep.
for her first
We've
taste
got
this
time
afternoon.
off, so if someone's on, because we've got subs.
Lucy Anderson once was a midfielder, then a number 8 loose forward, and now
Time's
front
still off,
rower.
guys, because we've got a player down who's in the scrum just here. Okay, so you can have water
Dihini
on
heading
the
away, so Rosie Kelly going out too.
Just hold this mark for me.
Jersey 21 for Matatu. Put
someone-
Love to the bench as well.
You all good? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Time's back on, guys. Classically.
No score in the second half. 17-10 it was at half time.
I'll leave you on this
Teams
side.
have had some chances. We probably have to say Matatu
watch
have had
the,
the better of them in the
feet
second
underneath
spell so far.
Yep, new prop. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Baylor for Wycliffe playing in at first receiver. Oh, a little bit of footwork too from Renee Wycliffe as she went hard to the line.
Wait,
Now Brazier. It's just sliced off the side of the boot
inside.
from Brazier. We'll get out of there without too much damage, but wanted a bit more from it.
Yep. Lovely. You keep everyone
Decent
on you,
exit
okay?
though. Ricky will take that all day long to be on the 10-metre line. Remember the first half they used to run to get their exit, so just using the kick on that occasion. Well done.
Ponsonby for Alana Bremner. Again, they go quickly for Kelly, the new halfback. Here's McGovern again. Kelly. Good, nice hands down low. Duplessis, Steinmetz running out of room. Chits a little kick ahead for herself and almost got the bound. Well covered back by Baylor, but they put some pressure on. And off
Yep, blue line up.
a Chiefs foot. Baylor into touch. So good effort with not a lot of room to move.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Steinmetz here, we know she's got speed to burn, but also offering a kicking game here. She goes in for second effort of the defence here, forcing that error with Baylor putting her foot out.
It's again Alana Bremner to bring it down, and then they work a little move from the line. Oh, Parks almost got away. Clinging on around the ankles was Mulu.
No, Pink,
Bremner,
no!
the captain. Kelly goes blindside again for Ponsonby. Chiefs just picking them off at the moment. Under advantage though, penalty.
She's in the way. So 21's okay, 1's in the way. 1 has to get out of the way before you can go for the ball.
It's
Yeah,
against
you're
the front
okay.
rower,
She's
Mulu
not.
again.
It's over
So
here.
Matatu building some pressure.
Just here. Yeah, this is the middle, so you guys come off. Yeah, lovely. You just make sure you stay in
It's
the
good to see them using their line-out moves and starting to play their cards, and it was a crafty little move that they played off here. See if they do it again.
Down the back they go this time for Jenkins, hauls it in, and they will set to drive on Lucy Jenkins, rumbling forward. Matatu, they're well organised. Tatzel's got herself in all sorts of trouble on the ground.
That's a blue
The number
body.
6, Ponsonby in the back, Ponsonby to the line, Ponsonby down. I think she lost it though. Did she lose it over the line? Matatu, yes.
Time's off. I got a
Oh,
call from
they've
the
done
hour.
all the work to get there,
Hands off.
and then the very last act.
I've got a-
Referee's asking the question.
got a
Chiefs
knock on
know
anyway,
what
so
happened.
we'll
I
let
think
this-
Georgia
Yeah,
Ponsonby
so it's
does
locked
too.
on, guys. Pink scrum. Yeah. So it's for me. It hasn't actually pulled the maul down. If it
Well, it
collapses
was
then
executed
She's trying to get out,
almost
right?
to perfection, honey.
Oh, she'll be absolutely gutted about that.
scrum.
She's been outstanding tonight. She's been busy. She's not intimidated easily. You can see here they get together. They've got a good drive on. They've got momentum. All she has to do is get to the line there. Unfortunately, loses possession of the ball. Drops out the back.
time's off while we sort this out.
Just a change for Matatu on a jersey 19 is Graham Muir coming onto the field.
The Otago contingent in the Matatu team, Graham Muir.
Good. Okay, time's on.
Yeah, and she's replaced Marcel Parks.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
They've clung on a couple of times down here at the moment. Want another good exit. Matatu put a bit of a shove on. It's tricky for Baylor. And again, it'll be Whitcliffe. And he once more gets good meters from hard against her own line.
Wait here, Pink.
Tubic. Almost like an action replay.
Yep. Time's off. Subs.
Yeah, another change for Matatu. Tiro Oriwa Gapa, she's back on the jersey 10, now 25, also Langi Vienu. She's replacing the try scorer, Ruby Tui.
Langi Vienu, in the one-off game we had last year, scored an absolute blinder of a try. Big solo effort.
Time's off. Yeah.
Concussion issues. Great to see her out there. Rolling subs today.
Yeah, Afina Tanginj by Nohu is on also.
18 Pink also being
And
subbed.
Tanya Kalu
Late call.
Nivale coming back onto the
Here's
field.
the middle. We'll just wait for that call. Yep, just take a step off, Pink. Stay on her. This way. Yep. Time's on. Blue, come in.
So Gap has come back on for Matieli, so let's see how Matatu backline lines out. Put some versatility in there. Well, that's dropped difficult down at Kelly's feet. She's done well, the halfback. And so someone needs to go in and help her, and it will be Gapper. Here's Ponsonby. Kelly, little dart away from the base of the ruck. Runs into Kulunavale, halfback on prop.
Counter's good.
And now the Chiefs will try and pile in. The ball is landing there for someone to get in. It's Pia Tapsell who eventually does. She's got stuck on it, held on, couldn't get it out there. It was tough for both teams to clear it away. Matatu building this pressure, want to try and get some points out of this soon.
Yeah, again, it's that physical battle that's really coming into play now. And it's interesting with all the changes coming out, you want to ensure that the teams maintain that cohesion so that the standard of play is not dropping away, but we're still seeing a lot of errors this half.
Keep coming.
Ponsonby. It's down the back she goes again for Jenkins. That's been good ball. That's where they set the drive on last time. And it worked really well. And again, they drive forward nicely. This time the Chiefs are able to bring it down on the 22. Rule. Quick ball shooting up with Simon on McGovern, who spun out nicely. Advantage being played for Matatu. Here's Kelly. Little bobble from Ponsonby. She's been active, mobile, Georgia Ponsonby. And now she gets Lucy Anderson to bulldoze her way through a couple more. Penalty will come back because one of the Chiefs players had got themselves locked in over that.
Rock formed, hands in.
I think you gave the line out and the line out driver worked pretty well to drive the last time you were down this end. Unfortunately, couldn't get out of line with a little knock on, but geez, I think you go there again.
Yeah, Mackenzie's just pointed to the side again.
Yeah.
They've been building and building.
Blue. Yeah. So let's make sure when we bring our jumper down that we don't go in front of her, eh? Okay.
Discussion on how to defend a line out
Just call it
more.
live, Estelle, if you see it.
Ponsonby, this time she goes to the front and it just lands for Rule. Fingertip from Alana Bremner. McGovern just had to check her run slightly. Again, it's Elder who makes the tackle. Bremner, Chelsea Bremner, driven hard into the ground by Kulunavale. Really physical, hasn't been as much width in the game, certainly in the second half. Forwards trying to go to work, and that's gone thrown straight into the referee.
My fault. Blue scrum.
Just as they were building again,
Blue
Matatu.
scrum.
They're pressing, but they cannot find that seam, cannot find the crack in the Chiefs' defence.
Yeah, and it's full credit to the Chiefs defence, and
Oh, yeah,
specifically that tight 5, really getting in there tight, not allowing any breaks in their line, and the referee in the way there.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Front rows go down, Kelly can't.
So, if it's stable like that, I need it to come in. If you're not ready to put it in, don't put it by the channel. Okay, keep it up. Yeah, let's just keep our shoulders above our hips on this side, okay? And you keep your head where it's meant to be. Don't go into her channel. Okay, so if it's gonna be down there, it needs to come in.
Look at that stat, absolutely
Time's
massive.
on.
Last 5 minutes territory, they're absolutely smoking at Matatu, so they can't let frustration come into play. They just have to be accurate here, settle down and try and even up this match. Prime opportunity once again. Just have to bide their time.
Bind!
The two backliners all come out to the right. Steinmetz tucked in behind Gapper. Scrum going backwards a little bit. Kelly scoots away, looks for McGovern. McGovern the ball quick out the back for Gapper, who has to go back and tidy up, and Dales is just beat into it by Muir. Good work from Muir to get there first. Broke down again for Matatu though, and they'll give away the penalty.
13's offside.
That Chiefs defence rushing up, putting pressure on, and Matatu cannot make that territory pay.
Counter's good, 13 offside.
Yeah, I think it's Tennille Fitzgerald in there. She comes on into that break. Another great player to have around that breakdown area. She's constantly hunting for work. She's ruthless. Good body position, gets the turnover. Hopefully the Chiefs can get themselves out of trouble. As you can see here, it's an initial breakdown here.
Yeah. Time's off, guys. Sub.
Just a sub here, and
7, pink.
it's going to be a debut for Mia Anderson. She's going to be replacing the skipper, Les Elder, so Kelly Brazier will take the captain's armband.
I gotta blow time on, so just
She's a good talent, Mia Anderson,
just hold the ball herself. Yeah.
from Kiri down in the Waikato a couple of years. Les Elder, as always, even though she charges off like she's
Time's on.
barely puffed, puts in another huge shift. Simon's the target this time. There's the ball for Baylor. Brazier for Dales.
Wait.
Now Tubic
22.
just licks it away into midfield, and it was easily brought in by McKenzie. Here come Matatu again. Gapper just holds on the 10-metre line.
Ball's
Ball
out.
spills out the back. Kelly arrives just in time and does well to stay in. Roll on the angle again. And a couple of times where it rolled has hit that line at pace. Gapper, short for Anderson. Tieringa just clings on to the jersey of Anderson. Matatu again rolling forward. Kelly for Rule. McGovern, quick hands, Holmes. Holmes has got Jenkins with her. Jenkins shots back in field. Good hit by Tubic. Continuity is good from Matatu this time as Muir is chopped down by Anderson. Kelly for McKenzie. Gapper. Anderson once more just chops in the back and then gets McKenzie on the wraparound. They're pressing and probing, looking for the gap. The Chiefs defence stands strong at the moment. Bremner forward, driven back, peeled back by Simon. And then the Chiefs try and pile in once more. It's still there for Kelly. Back in field for Steinmetz. Oh, the tackle had to be made by Kalunavali, and it was. McGovern. Duplessis tries to get around the corner, just a couple of metres short. Matatu pressing, probing, and have they lost it again at the final moment? They have.
Come off a pink.
Well, they
first.
are asking so many questions of this Chiefs defence, and time and again they're responding.
Blue scrum.
It's a full team effort from the Matatu attack, and you can see they're constantly probing. They look a little bit disorganised. They go to one off running, and then they get themselves set again. They go to edge, they go to the fringe. It doesn't go that way. They come back out into the middle of the field. They're throwing everything at this Chiefs Manawa defence.
You've got to talk about the defence too, honey. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been connected. Each time you think they're going to be broken, someone makes a desperate tackle. They're able to come in and cover on the inside. Man, oh man, punch and counter punch. These two teams going at it. How good.
Bring 2 35-minute halves, so the clock is starting to tick
Bind.
on this match for Matatu to try and find the try. They had one dropped over the line.
Same tunnel. Just the same tunnel.
And they have been camped down here.
Same tunnel. Same thing. Keep it up. If once it's down there, I want it in, okay? Crouch!
Dominated.
Yeah, we're just too
second half
close now.
possession
Okay.
and the
She's
territory
quite
as
tall.
well.
We need to get the spacing right. So that's the mark.
The
You stay at
two.
your end. You stay at your end.
Head.
That way you'll have enough space to go into it.
Perfect
Yep. Let's get the other stuff sorted first, and then
opportunity.
lots to keep
Just
an eye
couldn't
on for
finish
you
it at
guys.
the final moment.
Crouch!
Wingers coming inside.
Bind!
Wingers inside 10.
Set!
Kelly to feed the scrum, jammed hard on that left-hand side, and away it goes for Matatu once more. Gapper, McGovern again. Here's Steinmetz off her wing and
Release!
brought down 4 metres short. The Chiefs' defence is held firm. Can it do so again?
Back foot, guys.
Forwards trying to go to work, keeping it in tight. Muir has got it at the back. She'll bury the head and will go straight backwards. Good defence, great defence from the Chiefs. Tangen Wainohu and Simon it was
Take a step.
to win it back
Don't block here, guys. Be bound.
for the
Use it.
Chiefs. Desperately trying to clear away. Baylor bangs it downfield, just outside the 22 though. Here they come again, Matatu. McKenzie gets rid of one now. There's some room here for Holmes and Duplessis. They get in each other's way a wee bit, but Duplessis got great balance and
Nah,
excellent footwork, does well. Still there for Matatu. McGovern once more. McGovern looks to free the arms. Still going, Liv McGovern, and they're trying to get her down. Now she goes to ground. Kelly. Muir shovels it along for Chelsea Bremner. Locked in over that though was Luca Connor, and the hooker comes up with a big play at a big moment.
Oh, big play, big moment, absolutely, Ricky, for Luca Connor, who has been a standout tonight. But again, credit to that Chiefs Manawa defence. They have literally defended 30 minutes of this half. They've been jammed down in their own 22, and yet they still stop Matatu from getting those points.
Well, it just takes ticker, isn't it? The composure might be the biggest turnover in this game by the hooker, Luca Connor. Just a couple of changes here from Matatu to finish off this game. Rosie Kelly is back on in jersey 9, and Julia Gorinsky is on in jersey 20.
Big moment to come into the game. Nice line out and a good ball off the top. Dales wrapped up by Jenkins. Anderson
Someone coming through there, guys? I've missed you.
just trying to work their way out of here, get some hands on ball for the first time in a while. And we know they've got game breakers. Brazier ain't going through there
No,
though.
Blue, no!
Tangen Wainohu.
Release, Blue, let it come!
The two want to keep their discipline as well. Don't want to just get the Chiefs back down for you. It was flat. No, it was forward.
It's out of the hands forward for me. Blue scrum.
Kaluna Vale
Thanks, Russ.
running the line. Ooh. Take off your Chiefs' eyes. That was forward.
Yep, let's go, guys. Let's make sure we keep our distance on the setup so everyone's got space.
We just feel it needs to come down to something special, something out of the bag. They've gone on the inside ball a lot to Steinmetz in these situations, but I think once again, McGovern, she's the key for mine. She's the one that's been fracturing the defence in the midfield for the Matatu. She has to be a go-to now.
They will come right again. There is McGovern.
Set!
Now or never for Matatu. Clock ticking, 35-minute half. And that's a massive scrum. Well, a couple of huge plays from the Chiefs right when they've needed them.
Standing up.
Oh, Chiefs forwards take a bow. They have been dominant this whole game, and they've really set the platform. Great battle up front in the scrums and the lineouts. It's been such a pleasure to watch. See the big push coming here. You can hear the comms coming from the Chiefs forwards.
Klisatina Moataani, one test Blackfern. Otago player on in midfield for Liv McGovern. Fresh legs in the middle for Matatu. A massive ball runner. They need to get their hands back on it. Here's Baylor for Brazier again. Once more, no way through for Brazier. Ball back in field for Tiaringa and a massive hit as well. Tapsel. Matatu desperate to put a shot on, try and win a turnover and get back down the other end. Anderson up towards halfway. They've done it tough in the second half. Oh, Baylor. Baylor's pulled away here. She's rolled that ankle, I think, the left ankle, the halfback. So they'll play without their 9 and they're going to get some ball here, Matatu.
Pink, let it come.
And the Chiefs are one short.
No. Thank you.
Heaney clears Woodman out of the way. Mackenzie floats one over the top for Holmes. It's now or never for Matatu to go 45 metres. Ponsonby. Baylor still down. The Chiefs halfback. And it goes through the hands of Anderson, knocked on both ways.
I thought you guys were going to go snap and then we could have played on, but we can't keep going.
And Ariana Baylor.
I thought they were going to go the other way, so we'll stop it.
Who is probably, there is no player who has probably had a worse run of injuries than this young woman. I think she just got caught. Oh, rolled the left ankle underneath the body. This is a young lady who at 25 has had 3 ACLs. Never imagined she would get to professional rugby and has done so now, limping off, but there's a whole lot of rugby to come this weekend. This is tomorrow night, the Blues against the Highlanders from North Harbour Stadium. Gordon Hunter Memorial Trophy. The Rebels and the Brumbies will follow from Amy Park in Melbourne. This is all live on Sky Sport 1, and then this should be a good one too. The Crusaders and the Chiefs Saturday night, 6:30 from Christchurch. Nice to see the teams back in their home grounds as well. And then the Reds taking on the Fijian Drua from Brisbane. Waratahs and Force, but that is what we're here for. The Hiniruhi, the Dawn Maiden.
It looked like she got under and we went up.
This is the trophy for Super Rugby Aupiki, which
I know.
has lived up to expectation today for sure.
Yeah, Maya Joseph's just come on the field too for the Chiefs. Ricky, in jersey 24, replacing Baylor, who looks just walking on that ankle okay, actually, so that's good news for her.
100%. Well, Maya Joseph's a massive talent come up from Otago. Going to get a whole lot of time. Well, although there is golden point if Matatu can pinch this back. Here's Joseph. Gets scragged by Bremner. Able to lay it back. Brazier will go in. All through the hands here, Ringer. It's messy from the Chiefs trying to
she's got the ball.
close things out, and Matatu have won it. So here they come again, Matatu. Anderson with time up. Matatu need a converted try to send us to Golden Point. They'll at least get a penalty. We're not done yet. Might as well have played 80 minutes anyway. Out the back they go for Gapper, and now space for Mackenzie. Can she get Duplessis into it? She can. Duplessis, chest pass forward for Heaney. Needs some support, does the halfback. Runs into Connor. Chiefs are going to have to defend again. Rule with a player lying over the top of her. Can't get that out, so again advantage for Matatu. Gapper playing under advantage, so she'll hoist it up for Brenner.
Advantage.
Brings it in and it lands again for Matatu. Still going.
They're gonna
Going back to play the penalty.
So, Alana. Sorry, where is she? Oh yeah. Alana, we got 2 marks. So we got 2
what
marks.
are the options for Matatu? They've got a couple of, they were playing under advantage
just up here.
a couple of times
and then
there.
we've got a breakdown infringement.
Yeah, I wonder if they kick to the corner and go for the drive option again, and they've been successful for it throughout this game.
Okay, coming back over here.
I think you have to, don't you, honey? Their scrum got dusted up last time. They were
that's
down
all
this
good.
end, so I think that's where they got to go the line out and go them all.
Where's the
They're going to
injured
have
player?
their best line out forward probably, or one of
Have
their
they got
best
a
line
sub
out
on?
forwards coming back
Sorry,
on
we'll just
Michaela
let you
Lena,
guys
because
go.
that was Gorinsky, who's just taken a knock.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing flash needed here. Get it to your money, ball up the front, get in, lock in early, drive,
Let's
and
just
see
be
what
aware
happens. Keep it
that,
in the forwards. I don't think you go wide here.
Lifter. I'll have a chat too. So same message
Well,
as
they've
last
been
time.
in this
Don't
position.
obstruct her,
They
okay?
had
So
the
bring her
ball
down.
over the
Don't get
line
in
and
her way,
lost
okay?
control.
Stand between her.
Big throw for Ponsonby. Alana Bremner, the captain, will bring it down. Well controlled though by the Chiefs. Anderson 5 metres out. Via, Calicitina Via, look how hard she is to stop. 4 metres away now. The Chiefs' defence have been questioned all night. They go wide quickly for Holmes.
Get a number?
Taken by
23
Woodman
offside.
around the ankles, and now they'll come back to the left. Rule hits the ground
He's
as she
falling
gets
into
the
that.
ball. Heaney as the forwards will
got the
line up.
advantage.
Chelsea Bremner.
Got the advantage.
They're back for Anderson. Will pick and go again. Laid back for Heaney. Looks for her next runner. It's Mackenzie wide for Holmes. Holmes back in field. Ball is there. Almost over. She is over. Amy Rule back in field. Scores the try, and now there'll be a conversion to tie us up and send us to Golden Point in the first ever Super Rugby Aupiki game.
Well, it's the only points that we've had this whole half, and what a great try right on the last closing minutes of this game. Amy Rule, she's been absolutely outstanding this game. Matatu are ecstatic. They've really taken it to Chiefs Manawa this whole 35 minutes, and it all comes down to the kick now.
Oh, yeah, just to get yourself in that position to take that ball on the inside from Renee Holmes, and it's going to be Arabelle McKenzie to step up in jersey 22 to try and lock it up.
Massive moment for the Wallaroo. She doesn't waste her time. Bringing it round. Oh, just wide right. And the Chiefs will cling on. And what has been quite the contest to set away Super Rugby Aupiki. Chiefs Manawa 17, Matatu 15. What a start to this competition. Matatu, they hammered away. And the Chiefs credit, they came up with some big turnovers in defence just when they needed it. Matatu just kept coming, and credit to them to find that try at the end. And boy, Arabella McKenzie just there to the right. She's got the head down, but doesn't deserve to. It's Alana Bremner talking through with her team now.
Next Tuesday for Sky Super Rugby Aupiki doubleheader. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you for being part of our
Meanwhile,
game tonight.
Tapsell. Giving some, and Baylor looks to be all good too there, half back. $17-10 it was at half-time in favour of the Chiefs, and then it was just Matatu, hammer and tongs, going for it for 35 minutes, getting the try with time up. Almost sent us to extra time. Right, let's go and get some reaction. Carl Tenana has the Chiefs captain, Les Elder.
Well, Les, you watched the last bit on the sideline. How tough was that to watch? I mean, so close.
Nail-biter, man. I mean, Matatu played right till the final minute, like literally. So I think for the first ever game of Super Rugby Aupiki, what an entertaining match, and just want to take my hat off to everyone that was involved.
A lot of first, a lot of history made. Just tell me what was it like going into that change room and seeing your jersey up there on the hook?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, to be able to play, you know, in our tangata whenua, our home ground, really cool. And to even have a few supporters here, that was really cool as well for us. So we could hear them, we could feel them, real cool.
First half, you had a lot of the ball, you attacked a lot, but that second half, defensively, it was a massive effort from you ladies. What were you saying to your team as you had to go under pressure for the 35 minutes, basically? Yeah,
I mean, our forwards, I think, you know, really dug deep in that second half there and had to defend on their line a lot of the time there, and credit to them. We'll be proud of that defensive effort. Probably, you know, a bit disappointed with how we exited. And that'll be something we'll tidy up.
Just talk about the physicality of that game, because Matatu really came to play. They put line speed on and a lot of hard defensive hits. Was it hard to break out that second half?
Yeah, I think that was the tone that we wanted to set as well, like just to swing it back. We pride ourselves on our physicality, and I think our girls really did that. But yep, Matatu did well to shut down our 10 and force our 10 back in. And we've just got to be better prepared for that to reload on the short side.
And for you, Skip, just the last word, how good is it to have the Super Rugby Aupiki finally underway?
Yeah, I mean, through all the you know, ups and downs of actually getting this match done, it's really cool to be able to play. I do want to send my love to our Hurricanes and our Blues sisters who are you know, battling out at the moment just to get a team. So I hope those ladies can make the grass next week.
Oh, don't worry, they'll be sitting there waiting to go. Good luck next week, eh?
Cool, thank you so much.
Les Elder, the Black Ferns and Chiefs captain, just seeing her team home. The finish has been something head around. Oh, Marcel Parks' arm in the sling as well. Right, Matatu, let's go back down to and hear from their captain, Alana Bremner.
Alana, so close, especially with that last try. You had a conversion to try and even it up. Just tell me the difference between that first half and that second half for you, because you spent the whole half down here.
Yeah, I guess the Chiefs put out a bloody good performance out there. You know, we just had to keep the pressure on and stay really tight for that last half. So proud of how we managed to finish that last 10, stay tight right till the end. Yeah, hurting at the moment, but you know, we've got to stay tight from here. It's short turnaround, so we've got to keep our heads up and stay connected. I know there was a lot of chat about the superstars in this Manawa team, so you must be proud of the way your team come out, were able to sometimes outshine them and actually put up that massive effort. Yeah, so proud of everyone in this team. You know, we've come together and grown our connections very quickly. Being in Taupua has been awesome for us. But yeah, gutted, but proud of some of those efforts out there and the way we fought to the last whistle. Do you think the effort when you played them last week really where you gained some confidence, gave you some more confidence coming into this one? Yeah, we were very fortunate to have that pre-season last week. It definitely set us up for this week. We tried some things last week, and I think we did bring it to them this week, but we just couldn't quite get there in the end. 100%, a lot of strength, a lot of money. And I'll just ask you as well, what was it like finally getting this competition underway for you? It was amazing to be a new team representing the whole South. This is pretty special, first team ever. The girls know, you know, it's been a really special occasion, making history out here today. And we just want to thank everyone that's put into Matatu and helped get this off the ground. We know it's been a big effort. A lot of mana, Skip. Congratulations and good luck for next week, eh? Thank you.
Matatu, New Zealand's newest sports team, just couldn't quite finish it off, but boy, did they bring it to the tournament favourites, the Chiefs. What a start it has been to Super Rugby Aupiki. Stay with us on Sky Sport. More reaction coming up shortly after the Chiefs beat Matatu 17-15.
Kelly Brazier, congratulations on the first up win for Super Rugby Aupiki. Your initial thoughts on today's game?
Oh, it was tough out there. We knew after the pre-season last week sort of what they were going to bring, and they did exactly that. And made that 35 minutes, we were just grinding it out. And I think we sort of saw there at the end it could have gone either way. And to be honest, I thought we were going to go into golden point. So full credit to Matatu, but on that also way to I guess defend. They say defence win games, and that was us tonight.
Yeah, we look across your team, you've got X Factor right across the park, but you must have been impressed with the forwards' efforts of the Chiefs Manawas today.
Oh, massive. There was obviously a few key moments there in that second half, and our forwards there, Afi and Tanya stepped up and won us some scrum penalties, and moments like that, sometimes they win the game, and for me tonight, they were my sort of players of the day.
Yeah, quick turnaround, you've got the Hurricanes Power coming up next week. How do you build from here?
Yeah, obviously short turnaround, so it's going to be a late night back to Taupo tonight, so rest, recover, do everything we sort of can tomorrow, and then I think Saturday we'll be back on the pitch, and I think our main thing is just going to be building on tonight's performance and getting the bodies right for 5 days' time.
Congratulations on tonight, go well for next week.
Cheers, honey, thank you.
Oh, Kelly said it's going to be a late night tonight, and they are straight back to work, of course, with another game in 5 days, but they deserve to celebrate this one, don't they?
Well, I don't know about celebrate. They're having a couple of orange juices and recovery and power rates. But this lady here, I like the way she's able to step in that first half and get her team out of trouble. A lot of times when they're under pressure, she's got such vision, Stacey.
Oh, her vision, her skill, her power, just the ability to look up and see the holes and spaces and put people in them. That's the most important part to a number 10.
I think crucially in the second half when they did nail some opportunities, she was able to get the goals like that, those conversions. She's able to get them out of trouble with some of their kicks. I think that's what Kelly Brazier needs to do to extend the game, and she showed it tonight.
Super calm, eh? They say the best 10s are so calm, and she just looks like it out there.
Yeah, her experience definitely showed out on the field, and we need that.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a lot of youth in our team, but we also have a lot of experience. So for her to be able to gel that together, I think that's going to be critical for the next 2 games.
And I think with her and Hazel Tubic, they work well tandem, whether it be kicking. Sometimes Kelly had to take it up in the first receiver. Sometimes it was Hazel that had to step up, and we saw that with Ruby's try.
We see the dual playmaker. It strikes again, doesn't
100%,
it? It strikes again. Well, I tell you what, this one went right down to the wire. Amy Rule's final try. They came oh so close. Let's relive it with her.
Amy, congratulations on a great game. Wasn't the result you wanted, but talk us through that second half.
I think when we went into the sheds, it was just about 35 minutes, give it all you got. We're Matatu and we're here to prove a point, and I think we did that in that second half. I think we came together and we excuse my language, we came and showed our full potential, what we can really do out there.
You scored in those closing minutes. Were you hoping it would go to golden point?
Yeah, 100%. Any opportunity to get that win. Definitely had cramp in that bit, so very, very surprised, very lucky to get that ball over the line, but yeah, did it for Matatu.
It's been great to see the conditioning of the girls. You've got the Blues coming up next week. How do you go into that match?
I think we just focus on ourselves, focus on our processes, and just get the work done and show up again in 5 days.
Absolutely. Go well for next week.
Awesome, thank you.